shall perish!
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down, or gravity itself? It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Humans, fate has not granted you the right. Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial.
Shine down!
Mortals!
You asked for it! Hi! Hi!
Desolation! Cold suffering!
Your toast! Come on out! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Who was that? He was a perfect being. He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous... And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined. Let's continue on. I find myself I think we've made it to the end.
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure. Spot. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the go forth. Become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
What? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. Is that so? Cory Bear! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay. I have a strange feeling for this to happen. Right at the moment when I was dreading. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective. I have to try. Cory Bear?
Papa?
Cory Bear? Oh, my goodness, it worked! You see? It...
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Cory Bear, look at me.
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation! How do you feel, Cory Bear?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. Wait. My body! What, Papa?
Don't panic, son. It's just... Well, there's no more Conry here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Pop.
Am I dead?
No, of course not. Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you.
Really?
Yes. Really? You've only just woken up, and this must... never. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't...
Okay, Papa.
Not since that day... I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that but the god we saw in that cave... Now, that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous... Now then... After one beseeches a god, and the god piety is hardly a sinner. Oh, don't be absurd. You and I have both witnessed its divine power. No matter. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Shine down!
Nice and spicy!
There is no escape! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Impossible! What happened? The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion? That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future we shall see it again. Could he really have been a sinner and not a god? Cory Bear? Where has he gone? Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone. This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger? Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh, no. The mirror! It's broken! He must have taken his mask off. And seen... If he'd just done as he was told! We have to find him. It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Cory Bear! Cory Bear! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen?
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs.
I said, have you seen?
Hey, whoa! Look, sir, there's no need to get so... There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out...
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
You forest ranger scum! You spawn!
You're raving mad!
Curse you all, forest rangers!
I don't get it. Why make such a huge...
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you... So tell me, forest rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the... I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
Yes!
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info?
Race you!
Cory Bear! Cory Bear, stop! It's me! Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Cory Bear, come back. Cory Bear? How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must... Come, Cory Bear. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Papa?
Cory Bear,
Papa, I can't take it.
please, Cory Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
I see. Finally, it all makes... Ah, Traveler, you're awake. Ah, finally. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now. I suspected it was you from the beginning. Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida, my real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberich. You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Cory Bear and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't... Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes. That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes, salvation for a sinner can only come. Cory Bear did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to, born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Huh? Sinister. Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the abyss. We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the abyss. A wondrous mystery far, and the one who controls the abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Prince of Conria?
What did he just call me?
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
Thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick!
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness? You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product. You could say that. He wouldn't be the Abyss Order's...
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
So you saw his memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies... Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time, and it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert. And yet your brother never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that he decided to go down this path? Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This... What is it?
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging.
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here? What? That's impossible. Unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse. This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? What?
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he...
Who's he?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next...
But what do you mean that he saw the...
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else...
What? Why? What is he?
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh? What is it? Huh?
lead the way.
The first time we came here. Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been... So much time has already passed since then. And Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next...
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though... But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Entering standby mode. I hope nobody disturbs me.
Welcome to the Clementine Line Aquabus. This boat tour will take you to the magnificent Court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation. I'm Aval, and I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Navia line, I'll still do my very best. And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know right away. Oh, wait a sec. Please contact a staff member with your feedback after reaching the station, and we will address your concerns as soon as possible. Back on topic. The destination of this trip will be the Court of Fontaine. If you'd like to learn more about the latest technological developments in Fontaine, the hottest new trends in cuisine, or upcoming sensational trials, please subscribe to the Steambird. Steambird runs lots of fantastic serialized novels, including the thriller Great Detective Herlock, which recently reached its dramatic conclusion. Right at the very end, Herlock faces off against the real master
mastermind, revealed to be the assistant, Miss Jacoba. In a duel with the old sight of Lilia Cruces Ordo, I couldn't stop my feelers from shaking. Oh no, did I spoil it for you? Oops. Anyway, coming up ahead on your left-hand side is Mercy Village, the hometown of all Melusines, myself included. It's deep below the ground, just over there.
Another test subject.
Let's get it on! There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Buckle up!
A hunter becomes...
Well, how about that?
land and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get a... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty deep...
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here.
Hi! We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days...
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of...
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese.
But,
No. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have... As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and...
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, but wait. Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest pet.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon person. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Is the
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredible.
That's right.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a bit...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even...
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to...
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
All right, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon, but who knows how long making an appointment... Hey! What are you looking over there for? Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really...
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you! Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us! Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories, and that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about where to begin. Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, Traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish. Please, follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for...
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If
If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly... I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and...
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was... Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre. You had best stop and
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and...
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going?
Of course! That's the blonde traveler, the one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the set.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy. And despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not...
Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Aranias, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. You're getting a bit old to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall...
All right! Right. This is Fontaine, after all. So
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the Opera House. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put...
A According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon,
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to... I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying...
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform...
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Linny do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You...
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold...
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here today...
Performance? You see all this as...
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from... but even the gods of other... I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance.
Unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. We never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway... Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be...
I just know it will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can... And speaking of performance...
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? You really mean it? Then I'll take you... This is a magical item known as a magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
about that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? I'm not sure exactly when it began. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial, until one day, the water levels in the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon...
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine, others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been
If even the people in Fontaine...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years,
Many places have already been completely...
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family... We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless.
So you're the blonde traveler. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of... Thanks. Oh, please.
What's this? So you...
What? You mean you don't believe in the...
No, I believe in the prophecy. But the story said, but as time wore on, so...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater.
All right, I'll
I don't want that thing. Life is all about
You should still...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that... if I start moving...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
The amaze!
seems Linny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying.
Step on up! Over here! Step on up!
Shine down! Let's get it on!
And away I go! Time to broaden the horizons again. Everyone hold hands! Committed to memory! Yeah! Ah!
As per our contract.
Access denied.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
No touching! Can't touch me! Make my escape.
For justice. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
Time to act. Body and mind. No, my sword!
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice it.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention and watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Time to act.
How long will it take if I set out?
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to lure us. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt,
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it.
You're right. Sorry. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items.
What a slippery little thief! Guess things turned out.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us.
Ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get a—
This is an aqua bus. It's pretty
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
That's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Linny? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, Could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across to the...
Amazing! You recognized everybody almost immediately!
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't... Wow, today must be my day! Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor?
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the opera. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from... For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships. Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately.
You mean the serial
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now. If I'm the first with the... Oh! When that happens, I bet all the other...
So, what is the...
That's right! The first and ever since. But the scariest part is many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that.
I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before...
Okay. Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See...
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you...
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides...
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine.
Hello.
Nice to meet you! Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler! Oh, you sound...
Linny, could you come here for...
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little before I forget, the Traveler and I collect...
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about...
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago?
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll...
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I want... Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Sorry. It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, are you
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous to live. Perhaps we could I'm afraid that...
No trouble at all! Don't worry, we're on the...
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This'll be a walk in the...
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making
these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa! So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows?
Hey!
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh?
Well, I'm not when a trial isn't.
So that's what it's. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something Oh yeah. So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called Mumusia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70.
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem... Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you...
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for...
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your... Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our client, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Who's next? Tidal wave. Yeah.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydropowers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my...
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of...
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I felt it was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you...
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought again...
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental power. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my...
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of...
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing... Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
What? More...
No, it's...
Official champion?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, the champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight. So engaging in such a... And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with...
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champions.
Well, that's child for ya.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have...
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, seems we don't have much to do for now. We might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely... sorry. The whodunits here in Fontaine are... It's so exciting to reach the moment when... hey. Shouldn't we be heading to the opera... Lenny said that the opera house is on Aranias, so let's go ride the aquabus!
Snappity snap, printy printy printy, stackity stack stack stack. Whoa, those two are kind of big deals. Hey, you two! Can I take your...
Huh? Guess we better get used to the slip. But if this is for anything but...
Absolutely!
Sure. Hold up, how much did you say again? 1.5 million? Did Paimon hear that right? That's a lot of mora for just one photograph. Maybe a little too much. Are we really worth all that?
You guys are overreacting! This measly 1.5 mil is just the start. If you're interested in working with me as a photographer, you could potentially be taking home anywhere...
9 figures? Yeah, this all sounds too crazy, even for... What kind of racket are you running here?
Con innocent people? You took the words, but you got it back to front. My goal here is to rid Tevat of everyone out there who's trying to con innocent people. Help me out, and there'll be a big...
Whoa,
well, it all... Common sense says that if Gardamex want to fight crime, the first thing they need to do is identify who's a criminal and who isn't. But what happens when a Gardamex mistakes an honest citizen for a criminal, or sees someone brandishing a weapon in public but fails to flag them as a potential threat? Then you've got a huge... Think of the poor fisherman whose fishing rod...
Okay, fair enough.
Great. Okay, so...
That's cheating! A Gardamex not gonna do anything to some cute little critter. Also, what kind of blubber beast would even want to come to the city anyway?
Bingo! Right answer. Gardamex are incapable of registering cats, dogs, finches, pigeons, and, of course, blubber beasts as potential targets. Their image recognition system actually ignores them completely. It is actually fairly logical if you think about it. Removing all the near-zero risk entities from the target database boosts performance in most situations. But here's a quote from a recent report in the Steambird. Completely blind to the would-be blubber beasts, the Gardamex made no...
Wait, so this actually happened? Okay, that's pretty gutsy.
But exactly! And I, Lapine Pauline, currently I'm in the process of collecting sample image. Any clockwork mecha installed with this module will instantly be able to recognize people wearing disguises and accurately assess the criminal threat they pose. And, if all goes to plan, the...
Paimon's getting deja, and the reason you want to work with us is because...
Wow! What do you say? Join my project, become a graph adversarial technology specialist, and together we can expose every... Crucially, with your help, we can build a solid graph...
Forget the moral. We can't stand by...
Great! Okay, take this. It's an image recognition... I've already looked... Let's get this show on the road.